the flow state technique. Enter the state where your desire already exists. Inspired by the teachings of Neville Goddard, there is a state of consciousness, a state where effort begins to disappear, a state where you are no longer struggling to make something happen, because within your imagination, it has already happened. Neville Goddard taught that imagination is not merely something we use to create pictures in our minds. Imagination is the creative power of consciousness, and when you learn to enter a particular state of consciousness, you can begin to experience your desired reality before there is any physical evidence of it. This is what I call the flow state technique. Not forcing, not wishing, not trying harder, but entering the feeling of already being the person, already living the life, already experiencing the reality you have chosen. So take a moment now and allow yourself to become comfortable, because for the next few minutes, we are going to move away from the world of effort and enter the world of imagination. The first principle. Neville often emphasized the importance of the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Notice, he did not simply say, think about what you want. There is a difference between thinking about something and experiencing it inwardly. You can think about being wealthy while feeling anxious about money. You can think about being confident while feeling uncertain. You can imagine being loved while internally feeling rejected. The mind can create an image while the deeper feeling remains unchanged. And this is where the technique begins. Instead of asking, how can I make this happen? Ask, what would it feel like if it were already true? That question changes everything, because now you are not trying to create the future. You are rehearsing the experience of already having entered it. Step 1. Stop chasing. Take a slow breath in and exhale. Let your body become still. For just a moment, you don't have to solve anything. You don't have to figure out how. You don't have to know when. You don't have to know where. You don't even have to know what the next step will be. Because the moment you become obsessed with the how, you return your attention to the assumption that you don't have it. So release the struggle, let the future remain temporarily unknown, and bring your attention to the state you want to occupy. Step 2. Create the end. Now imagine your desire has already been fulfilled. Not someday, not eventually, already. Choose one simple moment that would naturally occur if your desire were already a fact. Perhaps someone congratulates you. Perhaps you look at your bank account. Perhaps you walk through the front door of your new home. Perhaps someone tells you, I'm so happy for you. Perhaps you look into the mirror and recognize the person you have become. Don't make the scene complicated. Neville's method was often remarkably simple. Create a short scene, a scene that implies it is already done. Step 3. Enter the scene. Now, don't watch the scene like a movie. Enter it. See through your own eyes. Feel your feet touching the floor. Hear the sounds around you. Notice the temperature of the room. Feel the texture of whatever you are touching. And most importantly, feel yourself being the person who already has it. You are not observing your future self. You are becoming that self now. Step 4. Find the feeling. Now ask yourself quietly, if this were already true, how would I feel? Perhaps it is relief, perhaps peace, perhaps gratitude, perhaps confidence, perhaps freedom, perhaps a quiet certainty. Don't force an emotion. You don't need to become overwhelmingly excited. In fact, the most powerful feeling may be surprisingly ordinary. It may feel like, of course, it happened. This is my life now. There is nothing more to prove. That quiet sense of naturalness, because when something feels natural, you no longer experience it as something impossible. Step 5. Let the body follow. Now allow that feeling to move into your body. Relax your shoulders, soften your face, release the tension in your stomach. Allow your breathing to become natural, and notice how your body changes when you stop trying to become something and simply imagine that you already are. Your physiology begins to reflect your assumption. You are practicing the state. You are teaching your nervous system what it feels like to occupy this identity. Step 6. The flow. Now comes the most important part. Stop trying. You have created the scene. You have entered the experience. You have accepted the feeling. Now, let it flow. Don't repeat the scene mechanically. Don't strain. Don't ask, is it working? Don't look for signs. Don't check the outside world every 5 minutes. Simply return. to the feeling of the fulfilled state. Like floating in water, you don't have to fight the water, you allow yourself to be supported. In the same way, you can allow consciousness to support the assumption you have chosen. The secret of the flow state. Here is the paradox. The harder you try to force your reality, the more resistance you may experience. But when you enter the state and allow the experience to become natural, something changes. You are no longer saying, I want this. You are saying, this is who I am. There is a tremendous difference. I want confidence contains the assumption, I don't have confidence. I am confident contains an entirely different state. I want abundance is different from, I am a person who experiences abundance. I want love is different from, I am loved. I want success is different from, success is natural to me. The words are simple, but the state behind the words. Step 7. Return to the state. And now, whenever you notice yourself slipping back into fear, you don't have to fight the fear. Simply notice it and return to the state, return to the assumption, return to the feeling, return to the version of yourself who already knows. You don't need to convince the entire world. You only need to change the state from which you experience the world. A simple daily practice. You can practice this in 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Take several slow breaths. Choose one desire. Create one short scene that would happen after it has been fulfilled. Enter the scene. See through your own eyes. Hear what you would hear. Feel what you would feel. Then ask, what would be natural for me to feel if this were already my reality? Find that feeling. Rest there. Don't force it. Don't analyze it. Don't chase it. Simply experience it. And when the scene feels complete, let it go. Return to your day with the quiet assumption, it is already possible. It is already accepted within me. I am becoming familiar with the state of the person who lives it. The final shift. Perhaps the greatest lesson is this. You don't have to wait for the outer world to give you permission to feel different. You can begin within. You can enter imagination and experience a new state of consciousness. And from that state, you begin to think differently. You begin to notice different possibilities. You begin to make different choices. You begin to behave differently. And your life can begin to move in accordance with the person you are becoming. This is why Neville placed such importance on imagination, because imagination gives you a place where you can rehearse a new reality before the evidence arrives. So tonight, before you sleep, choose your scene, make it short, make it simple, make it imply fulfillment, enter it, feel it, and then let yourself drift into sleep, with the quiet knowing that within consciousness you have already experienced the end, the flow state. And now, take one final slow breath in and exhale. Let everything become quiet. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to chase anything. You don't have to figure everything out. Simply allow yourself to experience the state of the person you have chosen to become. Feel the peace. Feel the certainty. Feel the naturalness. And let these words arise gently within you. I am already becoming. I am already experiencing the state. I no longer chase what I desire. I enter the feeling of fulfillment. I allow life to unfold. And now, release the image, but keep the feeling. Let the feeling become familiar. Let the assumption become natural. And then, let go. Because the deepest form of faith is not frantic effort. It is quiet acceptance. The acceptance that says, I have entered the state. I have experienced the end. And now, I allow the bridge of events to unfold. Take another slow breath and return gently to the present moment, carrying with you not the strain of trying to create a future, but the calm awareness of who you are choosing to be now. This is the flow state, the state beyond effort, the state of the wish fulfilled, the state where imagination becomes experience. And perhaps the most important question is not, when will it happen, but simply, who am I when it has already happened? Enter that state, return to it, live from it, and let the rest unfold.